What's going on, guys? No super long intro today because we're running just a little bit behind, but we're gonna head out to Lobster and play some Pokemon. I'm super excited to get out there and play some games. It's been a few weeks since we had a chance to really test out our Dragapult build, and I know we've been playing a lot of One Piece, and I love One Piece, but this weekend's gonna be all about Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! We're gonna play some really fun games, and I'm just super excited about it. We have our trip coming up out to South Carolina, so we'll get out there, see what kind of shops we got. We'll check out all 3 games while we're there, see if we can hunt down some product. But for now, come along with me. Let's grab our stuff and get out there. What you got here? Check it out. Let's check out all the new stuff. Where the hell is it?
What?
They got nothing. What are we gonna do, guys? Okay, guys. So this was our round 1. And we went against a pretty interesting deck. Definitely something that I've never played against before. It started out looking like a Ceruledge EX build kind of deck, and it ended up being more of a water box mix. We went second against it and ended up opening just a Badoo. Now that's typically not too big of a deal, as Badoo is an incredibly strong card. Seemed like he was having a bit of trouble setting up. I think this definitely lent to the confusion on what kind of deck it was, as I really just saw a couple of random basics and a Radiant Greninja in his opening turn. So we're able to attack first, and we attack with Badoo. Now, that should shut off items for the entirety of my opponent's turn. However, we both unfortunately have a bit of a misplay where I allowed an Earthen Vessel to go through. Now, that's my fault. I should have been paying attention. I even checked to make sure the card that he discarded was proper for it, and didn't even realize that he was supposed to be barred from using items for that turn. Again, guys, it's the responsibility of both players to maintain a proper and legal game state. So I can't really say anything against my opponent. It was a simple mistake. I'm not sure if that turned the game around for us in any sort of a negative way. However, it's definitely something that I should have paid more attention to. He immediately clears the Badoo the next turn, and fortunately we started seeing some of our Dreepy to set up and get our Dracloaks to turn after that. I believe I also had 2 Dragapult in hand, so we're looking good. We fast forward up a bit, and he gets out his Ceruledge EX, but fortunately for me, he's unable to get to Ceruledge's big attack off, so he's just poking for small damage while I evolve my way up into Dragapult. Here we counter Catcher to try to get him locked into the active position on a Pokemon that he has no energy on. It was just kind of a stall out so that we can definitely evolve up into our Dragapult with no issues. Fortunately for him, he's able to kind of just retreat the Pokemon back out and bring his Ceruledge back in. And here's where the slugfest kind of starts. It's just going back and forth. Me swinging with Dragapult, him swinging with Ceruledge, and us just trying to knock down our big Pokemon as much as possible. I was definitely doing everything I could to protect the Dragapult that I did have in the active. As you guys can see, I only had 1 Dreepy on my bench. He was able to evolve up his Charcadet on his bench into another Ceruledge, so it was definitely kind of staring me down. I managed to draw into a Pheasantipity, which was a big help, and evolve my Dracloak, which gives some more of that draw power, which is really nice. I think that's a great ability that card has. It definitely can help unbrick your hand a little bit, or just get some new cards into the hand when you're struggling. As you guys can see, we're like literally going prize for prize here. I'm stuck on 1 prize for a little bit, but I can't seem to knock out his last Pokemon. He has 3, and he's able to take down my Dragapult and take 2 of his prizes. So for a couple of turns, we're just both stuck on 1 prize, man. I'm hoping that I can build up the board a little more to finally go after his final Charcadet that he had on the board. I used a Dusknoir to pick off his Lumineon a little earlier in the game, so I was doing the same to try to get to his Pheasantipity, and He's finally able to get the large Cerulege attack off, which is based on how much energy is in the discard pile. Starts to swing for some real heavy damage. So I'm starting to get a little bit nervous here. I'm sitting at one prize, so is he. So we're doing absolutely everything we can. We're using the Pheasantipity draw to see if we can get a little bit something to get the Pokemon out. The boss's orders just wasn't coming up for us. I only run one in the deck. I still think that's correct. It's okay. You know, usually you can close a game out before you really need to get to the boss's orders. But ironically, that's what ended up losing us the game in the end. He bosses up one of my other Pokemon and just takes it out with his large attack. And that's all she wrote. It was a real solid game. A lot of good back and forth. As you can see, this is where it started becoming more of a water deck, which was throwing me off, but our opponent was great. First time ever meeting him, and he went on to do really well in the rest of the tournament. So, yeah, shout out to him. Check out, see what they got, guys. The shop's at a show, so they took a lot of stuff with them. Got some good cards there. I need to slack off, man. Alright guys, we ain't doing so well. We're currently 0-2. We played against a water toolbox deck going first at the first round, and he ended up pulling it out right at the end, so I'm not super mad about that one. We played against Raging Bolt in round 2, and we just kind of got blown out of the water with that one, so I mean, what are you going to do? I'm not super upset. The deck is performing fine. We just kind of bricked up in the second game, so we're going to keep at it. We got a couple more rounds, so stick with it and check it out. Alright guys, this is a list we were working on today. It feels pretty good. It's not so bad. I think these ratios are right. Definitely misplayed a few times with the Artisan. This didn't really help me out too much. The Pokegear will probably cut that out. But everything else is looking pretty good. It's nobody else's fault, we suck. Alright guys, so we managed to turn it around. 2-2, not so bad. A Dragapult came in the end. We played a Dragonite in the last round. That was pretty cool. We also played against a Charizard with the homie Jadiel. So good games, just a good time. I was happy to have come. So yeah, cool. Appreciate you guys checking it out. We actually got a pack, so let's see what we got. Check it out. Like I said, had a lot of fun, man. But
after radiant, then you can have it. I don't care. You out here winning, ready? Okay. All right. Number 2, we got Francisco. Yeah. Congratulations. You want after radiant or do you just straight?
What's up, guys? As you can see, we're back in the office. We kind of just headed out of there right after our games were finished. And, I was super tired, as you could probably tell in the last clip, that I was halfway asleep when I was filming that little opening. But we had a really good time. It was great seeing everybody. It's always good to see new faces. And I'm really happy with the growth that Lobster's had in a very short period of time. Everybody there is just really awesome and very welcoming. I'm pretty new to the game of Pokemon, and everybody's just been absolutely awesome, and it's great to build that sense of community with everybody very, very early on. So, but we got a couple of things coming up. And we got Yu-Gi-Oh tomorrow. I'm really excited to play some Yu-Gi-Oh. We probably will play Raziel at the regional. We have the regional literally the day after we come back from our trip. And I'm excited for that. A little nervous because I haven't had as much testing as I would have liked to. When you're balancing 3 different card games, you don't get as much play in as you want. I do have a family, I have children, so I do as much as I possibly can. But it's going to be great to see everybody, see all the Yu-Gi-Oh homies. They were my original crew when I first got back into playing card games, so it's going to be awesome to see them, and we'll have a really, really good time. But again, I wanted to thank you guys for everything. I've gotten so many good words of encouragement from everyone, and it means a lot. It means a lot to hear those good things. I'm just a guy with Tourette syndrome that never really let it stop me, but I've always felt just a little bit insecure about it. And it's been great to have everybody in the entire card community embrace that disability that I do have. And it's just been great to have all that love. I feel like I'm kind of babbling at this point. I'm trying to get the editing done for you guys so I can get this video up ASAP. Probably have it up tonight, and then we'll have our Yu-Gi-Oh one up in the next couple of days, and then we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have a little bit of a travel vlog. Hopefully you guys like that. I've always wanted to do one, and this is my first time doing a long distance travel with a YouTube channel, so hopefully you guys follow along with me. We'll see if we can stop somewhere along the way and check to see if they have any product, but who knows. And as I always say, we'll see what we can do, and we'll just have a good time. So thank you guys again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see. And as always, be awesome.